What's up, boys? Welcome back. I hope you're all doing good. I'm doing good. It's been a week, I guess. So, yeah. This video is just gonna be another yapping session, I believe. I was just thinking about this stuff, so I thought, why not make a video about it? Right? Yeah, so it's just gonna be the same shit. And, lately I've been noticing this thing from many people, especially on board, my crew. It's just they don't have any meaning in what they do. They just do what they do and they don't know why they do it, if that makes sense. They don't have their why, right? They just wake up, do the same shit, leave their family, leave home, everything. They stay on the ship for like 9 months in a year, and they do that for like all their life. And sometimes I ask people like, why you do this? And they'll be like, I want to get paid, obviously. I ask them like, why not do some other things? It's not paying you that much. You just get paid like $1,000 a month, and that's not worth it. You're leaving everything behind for like what, $1,000? You're basically slaving away your life. And they'd be like, oh, but there's no other choice. I don't want to take any risk. This is just, at least I know $1,000 is coming into my account every month. And I'd be like, why? You don't like this. You say you do this for your family, but you're not being with your family. It just doesn't make any sense. At the end of the day, they believe that this is life and there's no other way out, and they just settle for it. And I just think a worst death a man can possibly have is to live a life that has no meaning. The why. If you miss the why, then there's no point. Because I believe only when your why is strong enough, then your when, what, how won't truly matter, because your why is strong. My why is strong, and that is why I do the things every single day, regardless of the resource. My why makes me push past all the doubts, everything. Because that is what required to be able to do any stuff. Or else you'll quit and cry, because there's no point. When I started all this entrepreneur journey, and I see people online living this best life, and I'll be seeing their vlogs and I think to myself, why can't I live that life? You know what I mean? They do all these wild trips, travel all these fancy cars, live in those fancy villas, and I'll be like, there's no difference. I can live that life, and I deserve that life. To be honest, the stuff you see online is purely achievable. If another person have it, then it means it's possible. You can do it too. All it takes is just a few years of hard work, immense amount of self-belief, an immense volume of hard work. That is the secret formula. There is no other thing. Truly, it comes down to that. And you can only put those things, you can only put your head down and work for so many years if you really want it bad enough. And that comes to the same question, why you want it in the first place. Why you want to get rich. Why you want to live the best life possible. And my why is to give my parents the best life possible. To make their dreams come true. To buy them the best fucking penthouse in the whole city. To show them every country on the planet. To make them proud about their kid. To make myself proud. To make little Sanjay's dream, the dreams he once had, the dreams he still have, make all his dreams come true. To give him the best life possible. And to show people, to inspire people, the ones who have all these big dreams, the ones who want to live life in the best way possible, and to show them that it is possible, that they can do it. I want to be that guy. That is my why. To show them that if they truly believe that they can do it, and if they're ready to put their head down for a while, learn the skills, put in the work that is required, And if they dedicate themselves to whatever they want to do, it will happen. That is my why. To give myself, my family, my friends, the best life possible. And to spoil them with so much money that they get sick of it. That is my why. And that is why I do what I do, regardless of anything. Because there are days, bro, where I just want to stop. Because, it's not easy to just keep moving forward when you have nothing that you're proud of, like no results. You don't even have any proof that if it's working or not. But what I do in those days is I just close my eyes and I think about why I started. As cliche as it sounds, it's the truth. I just close my eyes and I think why I started. And I think how good it feels when I finally have those things. And when I do that, I just get this instant energy from somewhere and I'm back in the game. That's how I keep moving forward. And that is when I understood your why is so much important in whatever you do. Someone wants to be rich, someone wants to live a normal life, to just read books, stay in a farm, away from all the people, and people like me, they want to live the high life. I want to have all those supercars, the villas, the private jet, the yacht, the constant life, traveling here, traveling there, meetings. I want that. I love chaos. It doesn't matter what you truly want in life, but you have to remember why you want that in the first place, or else you cannot do the things that it requires for you to have that life. So, yeah, that is what I wanted to say in this video. And in that journey of you getting to the point where you want to be in life, just don't care about what other people think. People are gonna talk shit anyway. They're gonna try to bring you down just because they cannot do something. They're gonna tell you that you cannot do it too. They will try to put you in the same box they're living. That little box of where they think they go to school, they do this stuff, they get a job, they get a loan, they do all this. They hope they could retire in some point in their life and they die before that. That is a never-ending pattern. And if you want to live an extraordinary life, you cannot do things the normal way. It's going to sound crazy to people, and sometimes it's even going to sound crazy to yourself. Because there are days where you're going to sit and think, what am I even doing? Is this all even working? Is it all even worth it? But I guess we don't know. I'm not in a place to tell you that it is worth it, it is working, because I'm not there yet. I'm exactly in that spot. And it's kind of crazy, and I kind of love being in the trenches as much as I hate it. I hope it makes sense, because, when I started all this thing, this whole journey of being in the trenches, trying to make things work out, when I started all this, right, obviously I started for money. I want to be rich as fuck so that I don't have to listen to anyone. That was the only goal, to make so much money. But what's crazy is that when you start it and when you just do this stuff for a certain period of time, you understand that it's not just about money. Becoming the best version of yourself, being a millionaire, being the best, living the best life possible, it's not just about the money. Because this journey of being in the trenches, trying to make things work, is going to change you as a whole person. Because what once started with money, for money, will teach you so much about life itself. 6 months ago, I was just another normal kid, just wanted to be rich. But when I started all this stuff, and the worst possible place you can actually run a business, in a ship, thousands and thousands of miles away from land, to people, everything, it's just complete isolation. But it taught me a lot of things, and it's still teaching me a lot of things. I'm a lot more wiser, a lot more calmer, because I can truly see it, You will only know how far you came when you actually take a second and you look back. Because there are days where I just look back and I think to myself, damn, 6 months ago was not like this. I don't think like this. Even in terms of making decisions in my business, it's completely changed. The way I see my business, my perspective over life, it's completely evolving, and it's turning me into this different person. I truly think that is the whole purpose of this journey, of you being in the trenches. Because if you just win like this, then there's no point. You didn't learn anything. And that's when I understood it's never about the money. I mean, it is about the money, but it's not just about the money. And that's when I surrendered myself to all this thing, because I was trying to run away from the struggles, trying to dodge the process. To be honest, it didn't make any sense. That is not the point of this. You will not get anywhere if you try to run away from the struggles, because the struggles is what going to shape you. I failed a lot of times. I got scammed a lot of times, but I still kept going. And every time I do that, every time I got scammed, every time I failed, every time I got rejected, I learned something, and it took me a step closer to my goals. And only when I decided to open my arms wide and to accept the journey as it is, to embrace it, is when I actually started to love this whole thing. But yeah, if you truly ask me if I truly love this process, fucking not. I hate it. There's no fucking whistles, and it's just crazy. But like I said, what other choice do I have? I have to do this because my why is strong. My why keeps me going. Even if I want to sit down, even if I want to stop, take a pause, take rest, take weekends off, I cannot, because my why is strong. And it makes me so much anxious about the stuff that I need to be doing. And it just simply won't let me sit and relax. For many people, it may look like a curse, but for me, it's truly a blessing, because even if I want to quit, I cannot quit. And I love it. And it makes me do all the necessary things that I need to be doing so that I can get to the point where I want to be in life. And I truly believe that I'm already there, I already have those things, and that is why I keep seeing those things again and again. And that is why I want the things. For you, it is a dream. For me, it's not just a dream. It's more like a calling, that I need to get there because I'm already there. And this process of being in the trenches is just preparing me, building me into the man that I need to be, that I need to become, to live that kind of life that I want. So that is why I keep emphasizing, stressing this point so much, is that you will only be able to do all those stuff, keep pushing forward, taking every step, every single day, waking up, doing the same shit again and again and again, sticking to the process, believing in yourself. You will only be able to do all that stuff if your why is strong enough that it won't let you quit even if you want to. So when things are not going in your favor, when you feel like you want to quit, close your eyes and think about why you want to do this thing in the first place, why you want to make things work, why you want to be rich. And if your why is truly strong, you will be back in the game like this. Alright guys, that's it for today. I don't want to keep talking and bore you guys. So with that being said, whatever you want to do, and I truly hope, believe, pray that you do whatever you want to do in life. So stay strong, don't quit, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep showing up, and you will win. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See you.